welcome back. I'm Melissa Pineda, and today I will be discussing a book that's a little different for me. It's a children's book. I don't usually review those, but this one is very unique. So this is called The Amazing Zoe and Grandma's Memory Box by Valene Campbell. And it's on a topic that's very near and dear to me. It's on Alzheimer's dementia. And this book is a tool for adults to use when speaking to children about this horrific disease. So I found it useful for myself in terms of discussing the disease with my children, for a loved one in our family with it. And I hope that you find it useful as well. And if you know somebody that's struggling with this in their family, it's a good book to pass on. So let me dive right in and I will tell you about this fantastic read. There's a little girl, Zoe, and she's very excited to visit her grandmother. And her grandmother always bakes her cookies, and she was really excited to see her. And when she got there, her grandmother forgot to bake the cookies and got her name wrong as well. So she started noticing these things. She also noticed that there was a nurse that was there every day to help her grandmother with things, like a personal support worker. So Zoe, of course, had some questions, and they were able to discuss it, in this case, with the grandmother present. But of course, that doesn't always work that way. So you can't always discuss the disease with the person that has it because they don't know they have it in many cases, and it's a painful thing to bring up to them. So in any event, in this book, though, they were able to talk about grandma's memory in front of grandma, but otherwise the same kind of message applies. Like the way they explain it to Zoe is a great way of explaining it to kids. Basically, there's a blanket. It's made with fibers woven together. There are little messengers in the fabric, and they're the ones that convey information and messages to different parts of the brain. And unfortunately, there's like these holes and debris, and messages don't get to where they're supposed to go anymore. And messages get missed or lost, and this affects the person's memory. So it's really sweet. The first thing that Zoe thinks of is that grandma should go and live with them because then they can help take care of her. But then the nurse and the grandma and the mom help Zoe to understand that it's better that grandma stays in the house that she's most familiar with because all her memories are there, and she knows where things are. But Zoe has an idea that she's going to make a box, and this is where the grandma's memory box comes in. So Zoe decides to put in this box all these things that grandma can look at and then be reminded of things that are important to her in her life. And so she gives her box to her grandma, and they go through different things together. There's a doll that used to belong to Zoe's mom, a pair of ballet slippers, like just things, pictures. And so Zoe notices that, oh, grandma can remember things that happened a long time ago a lot better than things that just happened yesterday, for instance. And the mom explains to Zoe, yes, like Alzheimer's dementia affects short-term memory first. So the individual's more likely to forget things that happened, a couple minutes ago, yesterday, today, versus something that happened years and years ago. But grandma thanks Zoe for her box with all these wonderful memories inside and says, I will look at it every day and it'll make me think of you and your mom when you're not here. And grandma also says, and although my memory is changing, just know that I will always love you. And, Zoe says, I will always love you too. And I think this is the most important thing here. You explain the disease to kids, and the emphasis is that, they will always love you. Their memory is changing, but that love never goes away. And at the end of the book, the author provides some resources, different links, through which to talk to kids about on this topic. And depending what country you're in, I'm sure there are some there as well. So there's just some suggested reading. There's some good information here. In Canada, we have the Alzheimer Society, and they have some great resources for kids as well and explaining this disease to them. So if there's anything that you found helpful or that you've liked today that I've said, please pick yourself up a copy of this book. I hope it helps you or someone you love. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time.